So the precept that we're going to be covering today is be humble. We'll just review the other ones. For today only, do not anger, do not worry, be humble. And the story that goes along with today's precept, be humble, is about a monk that lived in a large city. He had a really large following, a great congregation. I don't know if that's what they call them, but a lot of people came to his temple. It was really grand and extravagant and beautiful. He had this really nice big chair that he sat up on, and everybody from all around would come and get his advice and study with him because he was so wise. So one day, a monk from a little tiny village in the country came into the grand temple, and he sat in the back and just kind of observed and watched the city monk do what he does. And at the very end of the day, he went up to the monk sitting on his big, comfy, extravagant chair, and he said, "Your teachings stink." And the monk, whose temple it was, lost his shit. He was like, "How dare you say that to me? How could you come in here? You don't know anything about me. You don't belong here. I'm a great teacher." Went off on him. And the country monk just waited. And finally, when he was done, he said, "It only took 3 words to derail you from your practice." And so the fancier monk abandoned his temple and left all of the extravagance and went to study with the country monk out in a little village. So this just illustrates the idea that, of course, if our focus is on how great we are and what we have to offer, being so much better than anybody else, that in and of itself proves that we really aren't practicing what we're talking about. Of course, you want to have pride in your work and know that you are unique and you do have unique gifts to offer the world, but it's not because you're better than anybody else or more special, because every single person on earth is unique and has their own unique gifts to offer. So it's just a good thing to keep in mind whenever we're doing any kind of spiritual practice. There are always gonna be times that we're wrong, that we're mistaken. We're always learning lessons, and keeping that in mind will help that process go more smoothly, rather than having a big upset and a really painful realization that we really weren't doing what we thought that we were or were saying that we were. So that is the precept, be humble. And next week we're going to be talking about the 4th one. So I will see you then.